So today, the plan is pretty simple and pretty goddamn interesting because the plan is to get as much damage as humanly possible. And the way we're gonna do that is with the new character Queen Sigma. She looks badass. I don't know what her weapon does. I do, however, know that it does get affected by the crit arcana. So we're going to go with that. We're gonna try. What are we doing? The idea is that we can one shot pretty much anything, right? And I think for that, let's try Dairy Plant. Let's just get this going. For the Arcana, obviously we want Slash. We're gonna get as many crit items as possible. So we're gonna get the knives, the whips, Death Spiral, the Heaven Sword, and then we'll see what else we can get. I'm also very interested in using this Heart of Fire, but that might be a separate build all on its own. So I think for now we definitely take Slash and see how much we can do. So it's all about the crit, which means we will also want to grab ourselves some luck-based items. So Clover is very, very good for us here. Knives is one of the items we want. Cross as well. Let's see what our second one is going to be here. One of these items crit. That's not that handy. We can grab ourselves Mad Groove, perhaps. This gives us might if we die. So we might, no pun intended, purposely trigger this. It's a fair idea. And honestly, I think we're gonna go with that. It is let's do that sooner rather than later. Vento Sakura is very good. Is a crit item. And we get our third Arcana immediately. Which probably will be... Let's see, what do we want here? Armor also affects listed weapons damage and reflects enemy damage. So this increases the damage of the Cross and Vento Sakura and Divine Sword, which are all crit weapons that we have and want. So we're gonna go with that. So far, like, the plan is to one-shot anything that comes into our path. Now, I do want to die earlier rather than later, because I feel like the later into the run we get, the harder it's going to be to die. We don't want Tiragisu. Definitely not. We want Bracer because we want to evolve Thousand Edge. That is a crit item. We don't have it yet. It did get offered to us. Grab the free level up here. Now this character is very, very strong. Let's grab the knife. We're gonna grab all the things we need first. I think that is the play. This character is very, very strong. And Queen Sigma does also scale with her scaling stat. One of the scaling stats she has is in fact her might. We do want to grab Spinach, which I think is perfectly fine. And we obviously want to grab the armor because we got the Divine Blessing Arcana. Spinach here, just for more damage, is what we want. We want all the evolutions. So the build is going to be the two whips and Hollow Heart, the cross and the clover, the knife and bracer, which you already have. Victory Sword, as far as I know, does not evolve, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go. Axe is one of the ones we want for sure. Axe is very, very, very strong, and it is a crit item, which means we do want Candelabrador, since that is Axe's evolution item. And let's see. Start working towards Ross's evolution first. We are gonna have some healing covered because with Full Follow on the board, that does count. It's a crit item. Accidentally grabbed, did not need to do that. Let's grab Vento Sakura again. Yep, it's fine. I'm gonna check the map very quickly. Free items are armor, so we don't have to worry about getting armor. And the Labrador is also free. So that's also one you don't have to worry about. That's good. Candelabrador and armor will be lower on our priority list for now. Grab the spinach here. So this game is purely going to be just wrecking things completely. I don't actually think... I'm gonna grab crown here as well. Just because we have some accessory room to play with, and I think that'd be very, very good. Again, because as far as I know, this weapon does not evolve. We don't want any of these, so spinach it is. We're just cleaving through all this. Obviously, maybe I should reroll, because this character gets an insane amount of rerolls. So I could reroll, keep rerolling, until we get offered a... Ooh, whip is one we definitely want here, though. We'll take it. Well, my plan was to keep rolling to get crowns. Honestly, we can take all of this. I don't mind this at all. More enemies for me to kill. It's completely fine. It's more EXP, right? Let's keep this going. What I want to see is a crown, just like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Another crown. That's wonderful. It's amazing. Because for now, damage is going to be covered. We don't have to worry about that at all. Obviously, if we here we go. If we can manage to grab something like... I will grab Clover here, because good luck is really good for us. I think what I want to do... max crown and Clover first before we pick up any of the chests. Yeah, Clover's good here. We have crown max, which is amazing. This is probably going to be the strongest build I ever put on the channel, since it's probably the only build that I'm going to focus solely on just doing damage. There's our first elite. Hopefully we can get hopefully we can get our Clover max before we get his chest. All good for now. Get this jellyfish out of the way. The jellyfish are all obviously special spawns, so they have a good chunk of health. It's not easy to deal with, but we'll deal with them slowly but surely. And then, correct me if I'm wrong, that means we'll have a free slot after Vento Sacro and Whip merge into Fuwalo together. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that one. There's a nice little triple. Beautiful. I want to start actually heading towards... because what do we need? We have Bracer. We can get Candelabrador. We need Hollow Heart. Hollow Heart's one of the ones we need to prioritize here. Since that is not available on the map to us right now. In fact, I'm gonna roll a bit until we get it. Come on, hopefully we get that soon. Would love to grab myself that bit of security. And this is also me kind of going through figuring out what else I'd want. But I don't think anything else would really affect these weapons particularly. Obviously, lower cooldown is a great thing to have. And since we have Crown, we have some options, right? We have Crown. We're gonna get wings for free. The Shadow Pinion is an option for the last weapon that we could get. Since we're getting armor, actually we have Divine Blessing, so what I should do is actually see if I can figure out what weapons that are not on the crit list are still affected by Divine Blessing. Since I kind of forgot that. Oh wait, did we grab? I'm going to very quickly check. Let's grab... Oh, we want a duplicator, right? We have Hollow Heart. Let's grab duplicator. Because let me double check for a second. We can get Bloody Tear. and by extension for follow. We have the bracer for the knife, candelabra on the map. We have clover for the cross, and as far as I know, the Victory Sword does not evolve. The duplicator is a very fair thing to just grab here, not a problem at all. And then let's start focusing on the cross first. Here we go. I don't have a problem with here we go. Don't have a problem with leaving some XP behind you since there's a lot of vacuum items on the map anyway. I'm gonna check. I have Slash. I know what I expect that. I have Awake, which currently isn't doing anything for me. I am still struggling to actually die, have that trigger. I am going to very quickly check out my Arcana tab. This is the Divine Blessing Arcana that we're looking for. Divine Bloodline, excuse me. And that affects... it doesn't say. Let's check it out. Cross, which we have King Bible, Garlic, Santa Water, Lightning Ring, Song of Mana. So our options here are King Bible, Garlic, Santa Water, and Lightning Ring. I don't think Song of Mana is what we want here. We have the Duplicator Ring. So I think the play is going to be either Fire Wand for the Hellfire with the Spinach, or we can go the Lightning Ring route. Of course, to do that, we're going to have to evolve into Full Follow first, so let's focus on that. First, I don't think we're going to have much trouble here, since we are ridiculously strong. Almost too strong. Let me see if I can... Yeah, let me walk into you guys. I get healed so quickly. Like, maybe able to kill me. Doesn't look like it. We're having trouble triggering Awake here. Might have been an idea to start with it and then just die. Let's grab this for funsies. Where is the Attract Orb item that we're looking for? We'll go with Victory Sword here. You guys are probably fine. Let's just go around the map collecting all these weapons very quickly. What we're looking for here specifically is the armor that's in this direction, straight right. We're not going to go for the range, we're not going to go for Metallios. I don't think they're necessary. I don't think after you unlock the character that's specific to this map that the secret character area is still available, which is unfortunate because that would be a fun way to get ourselves killed. But that's alright. There's no big deal there. If anything, maybe late game will be fine anyway. Enemies. I can be completely fearless with these, since if I die, it's actually a good thing for us. There we go. So I'm just farming these things for the XP. Let's grab Vent of Sacro. Again, if we get those two whips combined, we'll have another slot to play with. That's heading down a bit. It's actually straight upwards, I guess, accidentally. I was not paying attention to that one. Let me take a sip very quickly. This is a build I was skeptical on. I'm not even sure if it's gonna work out. Because I don't know how much just pumping your resources into damage is really gonna pay off in this game. I feel like it's a way better idea to just look for a consistent defense with something like an infinite corridor for your damage. I guess what I'm saying is I feel like a good defense is better than a good offense, but I'm willing to try it. I see evolutions in there at 7 minutes. How am I getting evolutions at 7 minutes? That's a little confusing to me. I don't know how that works. Let me try and get that off screen. There we go. It's much better. Don't know how long that was up for. I apologize. These enemies can also go into the wall, which has been annoying. Hey, why are you back on screen? I don't like that. Thank you. Let's grab the whip. How close are we? We're getting closer. What was I saying? You know, I feel like in this game you want to prioritize defense over offense. And that is the exact opposite of what this build is doing, right? So I was a bit skeptical to try this out, but it seems fun. And if it does work out, it's gonna feel so fucking sick. Now, I think there is a caveat in saying that you have to either play this character or Pogonala, since both of those scale with might. And you want to grab Spinach even though you don't plan on getting Flame Wand just for the added might. And then you obviously want to play Crit, because that's the best way to squeeze the most damage out of your weapons that you have. Which your weapon slots in this game are, of course, a very limited resource. Let's see what his armor is. And of course, if you are playing with Arcana, that widens your catalog of crit items you can get. I think for follow on its own crits, I think Victory Sword, not Victory Sword, Heaven's Sword, the Evolved Boomerang crits on its own as well. But I believe those are the only two items that crit naturally, which I think is still good if you play without Arcanas. But if you want that extra bit of damage, you're going to have to enable crit on some of these other items like the Thousand Edge and the Death Spiral. And then, where is this item? Below it, and we want to move upwards here. So I think if I just, let me farm this EXP real quick. I'm hoping that this run does not end at 15 minutes. I don't know why I got a evolution so early. Let's see, where is this arm? There it is. Beautiful. Very nice. Now our damage also scales with that. Let's start grabbing some more evolvable items here. I'm not sure what's doing that damage. It's a very weird animation there. Now we can also head straight down, grab ourselves some of the other free accessories on the map. Then, after we have our whole journey finished, it's just a case of... Thank you. Just a case of grabbing ourselves as much EXP as we can muster, and then seeing if we can survive with essentially only Bloody Tear healing us, and not much else in terms of survivability. I'm gonna stray off and get wings first, because, you know, having more movement speed in this case would help us get the other item quicker, because that's how speed works. The faster you are, the less time things take. It's science. Even though I'm not a particular fan of science anymore. I used to be very, very big on science in high school. I think that's mostly because in at that phase of my life, I was just happy doing things I was good at, and I was very, very good at science. So I tricked myself into thinking I liked it, even though it wasn't that interesting to me. Another triple. That's why we maxed out that luck, baby. Exactly what we wanted. I think we've only gotten one chest. It wasn't a multi-chest, which is great. Almost as if we have Game Killer. But we don't. We are still racking up the XP. That was a weird I can't speak. That was a weird accent on me. What the fuck was that? I want to try... Get destroyed, super bad. I want to try a run where I start as Game Killer. And I don't know if it's even possible. because that essentially just means I spend the entire run. Also, I jinxed myself. There's another single chest. That means I spend the entire run at level 1. I feel like it might be possible. Might be interesting. Obviously, we'll have to run around to get more items, which is fine, I suppose. We also have the merchant at our disposal. Try some stuff that way if we end up doing that challenge. But yeah, I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm very curious to try it. Let's see, where is... Oh, it's right below us. We're close to the wings here. I want to make sure I don't pass. I'm gonna turn on guides actually. Where's the wings? Oh, we passed it, we passed it. Excuse me. Whip is almost evolved. We'll need one more level than that. Let's get that. I'm gonna keep these guides on while I move towards Candelabrador and just navigate my way there quicker. And then let's match time victory card, even though it's not evolvable, to my knowledge at least. Of course, I might want to pump some rerolls into maxing wings, but I don't think it matters. I think got Bento. At least that's what we're gonna need to get ourselves to a Koala once we do end up evolving into Bunny tier. That's good. This character is very, very strong, and I think this is the only run I'm gonna do with her. There we go. Not great. We're still very far away from our... Not far, but we're not at our breakthrough point for being able to upgrade or evolve our whip. I'm getting a bit nervous time-wise that we won't be able to evolve everything before the run ends, but we'll see. If anything, maybe I'll just pick ourselves a good old knife to keep basic. 1000 Edge is great, very, very strong, but a bit boring to watch. Ventosakura is max, which is nice. And then obviously we want Thunderloop or Hellfire. Hellfire also is benefited by Divine Bloodline. There's a whip, so we just need a chest now. And Hellfire is the highest damaging weapon in the game, so it makes sense for this this build. To be quite honest, let's go for the axe here. But I just kind of feel like all the weapons we have are like non-magical. They're all like weapons, like melee weapons. I kind of want to keep that vibe. Where is the? I don't see it. We have wings. Oh, it's over this way. There it is. Let's grab you. So now, Axe should be well on its way to evolving. We have a bit less than 20 minutes left here. I think it might be possible. We'd have to get Thundering quickly, or Hellfire. I think I'm just gonna take whichever one comes first, to be honest, at this point. Hellfire is a projectile, which would benefit more from, let's grab Axe here. Hellfire would benefit more from Racer. And by more, I mean it would benefit, since Thunderloop is not a projectile, therefore Racer wouldn't do anything for it, in fact. So I think I am leaning towards Hellfire. I think that'd be really fun. Where can we get ourselves in a vacuum item for more XP? Let's grab Axe. Now, all of these are evolvable. The problem is, I need to get a chest, and I need to get Full Follow first as my very first evolution. Otherwise, you might be in trouble. The longer we stall out getting Thunderloop, or like Thunder Ring, excuse me, Lightning Ring, the lower our chances are of getting it evolved. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go for Bracer. Where is this item? So actually, maybe we don't want to grab too many levels. I think we want the chests first and foremost here. Bracer. So far, let's see how our damage is. Yeah, so anything in front of us melts instantly, so that's still good. We're still on track for having a good old one-shot build going. Once some of the mini-bosses spawn, I want to see how fast I can kill those. Need to wiggle up and down a bit to get the maximum effect out of full follow, of course. Assuming we have it at that point. Where's the... Oh, I passed it. I'm gonna turn off guides now. Because you don't really need to pick up anything else. I do need to get a chest for myself soon. I feel like this run has had very bad luck on finding chests, which is interesting. We're getting a lot of stuff. Actually, what if we keep triggering these traps? Because they spawn more enemies, which means more EXP. Which means something. Which means this character scales more. I don't know if there's a cap on level up stat scaling. It might be by character. Usually it says if there's a max on the character select screen. The fact that this character didn't say that makes me think that maybe her stats scale infinitely. Let's grab a bit of this. I need to get myself a chest soon. I don't know why there's no elite spawning. The size upgrade on Ventus Arco is very funny. We have another... Wait a minute. Okay. Let's go for Heart of Fire. And then what we're going to do is grab ourselves Hellfire after all, instead of Lightning Ring here. Again, this is assuming we get chests. I don't know why we're not. There, that's a... Let's see how we can shred you. And up and down for this Vento Sacro proc. In the right way. Alright, so it still takes a bit of time. That was pretty damn quick. Not great. We wanted Bloody Tear here for sure. But that did not happen. Obviously, if our damage gets lacking at some point, all we need to do is die on purpose to get that Awake Arcana to trigger. Also, we have 4 Arcana now, which I didn't know was possible. Let's make ourselves some money here. No reason not to. Very, very nice. And use some good cash, which will help for our level 1 challenge. I think the play with level 1 challenge is sort of Pugnaula, is it not? Which you get 2 weapons that way. Seems interesting to me. Did we go for a Gemini build? Excuse me. So maybe not. Maybe Arca would be good. Because that way you can get yourself spinach. I wonder what map I'm going to do it on too. That's also a very interesting question. Because I don't think there's any maps that gives you exclusive map items, or like weapons. Obviously every map has some items on them for you to collect. But I don't think there's weapons. I'm trying to get around the idea of only having your starting weapon plus the merchant weapons. Because if you really only get those two, maybe Pugnala is the play. Are you elite? There you are. Can I please have myself a bloody tear? Okay, I cannot apparently. Not ideal. They are starting to spawn more though, so maybe this is worthwhile after all. The speed at which this character leveled up is also insane because this character's growth actually scales with their level, which is nuts. I'm going to see. When the run is almost over, I'm definitely going to try and trigger my deaths. How many revivals do I have? I have 5 revivals. So I can scale my stats really high up. I'm estimating these special enemies too. These guys do not stand a chance at all. So any regular enemy essentially gets one shot. I don't know if we're gonna get to the point where we can one-shot elites, but that's the goal. We're gonna try. Especially if we get the chance to. You know what? Next time I see an elite, I'm just gonna try and run into them to die. To see if we can't trigger a wake. Start stacking that, at least bit by bit. See. I want to know where the elites are. They were flying. Oh, here. I'm gonna run into you. I'm so tanky though. I think it's gonna die before I do. That's Bloody Tear. That's very good. Now, ooh, I can select a weapon. That's great. We'll take the Fire Wand. Okay, so Elite can't kill us either. They die too quickly. How did I... Oh, excuse me? How many weapons do I have? Excuse me? How did I get an extra weapon? Huh. Maybe, just maybe, that was a bit of a mistake there. I think grabbing, we'll see what happens when I evolve, or like merge these two weapons together. I would like to note that my luck is, so bad that Bloody Joe is the final evolution I got. And knowing my luck, I'm gonna get Fire Wand all the way leveled up to the point where it is evolvable. And then I'm gonna pick up a chest, and instead of merging my two whips, I'm going to evolve Fire Wand. That is, unless I can get a chest right now. Never mind, you're another Arcana. Okay, what would help our damage here? Not projectile speed. Cerebellum healing doesn't really do that much. This is not too good. This is damage, but it does not affect some of the weapons that we want, sadly. I guess we'll go with a bit of area, just for fun. Make our projectiles bigger. Seems fun to me. Let's grab you. This will be our fourth follow finally. And now we have an extra slot. It is a bit buggy. It's not offering us anything new. But we do have an empty slot if you look at the top left, so that's interesting. Let's see what happens when we level up next. We are not getting offered a new weapon. Okay. Even though we have an empty slot, that's... seems a bit buggy, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the dev accounted for someone grabbing the gift box with a possible union in inventory, but that's alright. We still, I believe, should be able to get ourselves Hellfire if we get a chest, which is nice. And I still should be able to sometime soon get myself killed. Nope. Alright, so Hellfire is now in my inventory officially. So this is our build. And now I am going to try as hard as I can to get myself killed. I think the best way to do that is to stop moving. Because if I move, it makes my whip stronger. Plus, the direction of my knives is where I'm going to. So obviously anything in front of me is going to die. So what I'm hoping is if I keep my knives aimed upwards, enemies can creep up from below me and kill me that way. Obviously we have the secondary whip of Full Follow still swinging around, which is probably not great, and we have auto targeting on both the swords and the Hellfire. And also we have that spiral going in every direction, so we're probably not... Oh wait, we're getting close. We're getting close. Maybe the elite can kill us. It's being pushed back very far. I wonder if it was ever considered to make knockback a stat. Because in this scenario, I want to decrease my knockback. The area actually is doing really well for us here, because something like Heaven's Sword can snag so many more enemies. I am practically untouchable. Did I push the elite off screen? Where's the chest? Where did the chest go? Does that elite not drop anything? What if I just try to get... There we go, this is good. This seems that... Wait. To activate this. What if we stand permanently on one of these pressure plates and permanently activate like the fucking... Crap. That way we definitely should get killed, right? Any day now. Going to be great. They have 5 minutes. Surely they could kill me. Now maybe I could have gotten a regular Laurel. See how long it takes me to kill these things? Excuse me. If I have regular Laurel that does not do retaliation damage, and I have armor, the problem is if I don't... Oh wait, someone's damaging me. Someone's damaging me. I've lost 5 health so far. And he's dead. I really want to increase my damage even more by dying. But I don't think that's in the cards for me. I'm just gonna run face first into enemies here. The problem is, leveling up for me on this character also increases might. I really think I probably should have just died in the beginning. It would have been ideal. Our damage is still scaling. Every single level up, our might... Let's look. Our might currently is 285. Level up again. Let's see what it turns into. There we go. Level up, and it's now 286. Every level up, we get 1% extra damage. And if they kill us, we're just gonna get even stronger. I think the issue is also that we do retaliation damage if we try to get ourselves killed, taking damage boosts our DPS, which makes it even harder to get killed. This is so impossible. This run feels literally unlosable at this point. Thank God the Reaper is awaiting us at the very end of the stage. Still, I am happy with how this is going. I think it's fun. I should run around and cleave through enemies. It's not a satisfaction many builds can give you. Even the defensive build, at near the end of the run, you kind of have to just wait everything out. You can't really kill. You can kill things obviously, but not. You can't actively hunt for things. It's more of an overtime type of thing that ends up killing enemies. But with a build like this, things just melt in front of you. You can just clear a path. Especially with my whip and my knives, anything directly in front of me will just perish instantly. On the horizontals at least, since the whips do not go diagonal. The knives do, but the whips do not. Which is unfortunate. If I just keep holding right here, no enemy in front of me will hit me. The ones from the side might creep in, but the ones right in front of me will not get to me ever because I killed them before I reached them. Also, me on 60. We got 2 minutes left on the clock. Ooh, we're trying to spawn elites. This might be fun. These can maybe kill me. I'm gonna grab a bunch of EXP though. I'm literally farming elites. There we go. This is gonna be more money, which is fine. We're just cleaving through these enemies. Look at this. A hot knife through butter. I'm like a lawnmower for enemies, including elites. We're not one-shotting them, sadly. But that was to be expected. We can't really one-shot bosses or mini-bosses. But any regular enemy, we definitely could have. Sadly, they're not spawning anymore at this point in the game, since the game only wants to throw elites at you at this late into the run. So we can't show that up anymore. We're still making very quick work of these things, though. Especially for the numbers they're throwing them at us with. That was not a sentence, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. We might die. Keep in mind, if we do die, that just makes it harder to die a second time. I'm just gonna run through these enemies and hope that they kill me before the 30 seconds runs out. Because I really want to see what this damage is like after we've been awakened. Come on. Taking so long to die. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me. Yes! That's 1 death out of 5. Other damage now. I'm gonna try and keep this going. Nah, the run's over. We don't have time to do this more. Sadly. That's alright. We got 1. We got 1. That's insane. Let's check what the damage stats here were. We had Axe with 2.6 million damage, Knife with 2.2 million damage, Whip 1.7 million, Event Attack 1.3 million, and then we get to the evolutions. Oh no, we still have Fire Wand with a bit less, but with how quickly we went from Fire Wand to Hellfire, that's kind of expected. But then we get into the big hitters, the evolved items. Starting with Victory Sword, not evolved technically, but very high level item that we started with. Heaven Sword, the boomerang upgraded 18.3 million damage. Our MVP was Death Spiral, which is actually kind of surprising to me. I didn't know that weapon was that strong damage DPS wise. Very, very surprising. Full Follow is a close second though with 25.5 million, 16.4 million for Thousand Edge, and 17.6 million for Hellfire. Even though out of our evolved weapons, Hellfire was there for the least amount of time, which is pretty good. In the end, Divine Bloodline, which affected Hellfire as well as, I believe, let me check. It affects the Vento Sacra, the whips, the Victory Sword, and the Cross. So those items benefiting from Divine Bloodline did only 65k damage, which is a bit disappointing. I'm not sure how exactly that works, or perhaps that only counts the retaliator, the retaliation damage. Our highest DPS will fall, which is understandable. We get it very late. And Heart of Fire, which is the augmented in this run, only affected Full Swallow. Or no, excuse me, only affected Hellfire. Still did almost 1 million damage. That's pretty insane. No unlocks there. This was more of a for fun run. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, you know what to do. And above all else, have a nice day.